Do family dinners at your house erupt into arguments over texting, put down that phone, or whining, or even manners? No, really, you should use a napkin. It is possible your child may be the powerful one in your family, the kid. The one who walks all over you, the parent, because they know they can get away with it. So how do you put a stop to it? Got an answer for you. Dr. Kevin Leman is here. He's a psychologist and father and the author of the new book, Parenting Your Powerful Child. And you should know because, Kevin, back in the day, you were the powerful child at your house, much to your mother's horror.
Oh, yeah. I was an attention getter, graduated fourth in the bottom of my class, was in a reading group with a girl who ate paste. I gave my mom a run for the money.
Whatever happened to the girl who ate paste?
I don't know.
But you were the powerful child. So define for folks who are watching right now what the powerful child
Well,
is.
it's not a strong-willed child. You want your kid to be strong-willed and have convictions about life, you know. The powerful child wants to win, dominate, control. In my case, quite frankly, it was because I followed a sister who was on top of everything and a brother who was the quarterback in the football team.
That's tough.
So all kids are attention getters, Steve, but are they getting attention positive or negative? I mean, the kid who whines only whines because the parents pay it off.
Sure.
And they don't realize they're the power source. So when you're taking little Buford at 18 months of age and trying to put him in the high chair, and he could win Olympic gold by arching his back.
Look at that kid. Yeah. He's perfect.
Yeah, and his wifey says, honey, give him to me. And she puts him on a lap and feeds him. Now, you be Buford for just a second at 18 months of age. Would you rather sit on mommy's lap and be fed or sit in that stupid plastic chair they bought at Walmart? So we teach kids to be powerful.
Of course.
So if you have a kid that wants to argue about everything, you've thought about FedExing them to a far-off land, this is the book for you because it gives answers to those kids who get the mouth going.
So even though, doctor, we have the best intentions, we program the kids to be powerful beyond the way we can control them. You've got some tips. For instance, don't ask questions. What does that mean?
Yeah, you know, there's a difference in asking a question and saying, honey, could I have your opinion on something? Ask your kid the opinion. They'll tell you. It's just like us husbands and wives. You know, when a wife says, hey, honey, I got a question for you. We don't like questions as men. Well, kids don't like them either. So you want to generate conversation with that child.
So if the kid is being powerful in the way that they are, just ask them a question right there, and that diffuses it.
Ask her opinion. Honey, what's your opinion about this? Kids are either going to shut you out of their life. They become slamming clickers. They go to their bedroom and then they text like, you know, woodpeckers with ADHD. And they shut you out of your life. If you want to have an imprint on your kid's life, you have to talk.
You also say that fighting, when there's fighting in the house, it's actually an act of cooperation.
Exactly. It takes two. So you disengage. So when your kid is blowing, you don't put your sails up in front of their wind. You're going to end up against the wall. You could say something as simple as, you could be right, and walk away. Diffuse the situation immediately.
Also, you were talking about earlier when you talked to the kid, ask them a question. How do you respond to their questions?
Well, this is interesting because if a kid says, a 14-year-old or 16-year-old says, I want to go to a rock concert, what do most parents say? Hey, we're not spending money on a rock concert. We're not driving all that way. We're not going to. Hey, parent, you're the parent here. Do you think you could say, hey, what's up? Who's playing? Hey, do you have a sample of their music? I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
I mean, your kid would fall over. Am I saying to make your kid happy, happy, happy at every turn? No. An unhappy child is a healthy child.
Sure.
There's times you give your kid vitamin N, which is no, and obviously a lot of vitamin E, which is encouragement. We love our kids, but you don't let kids run over you. Today, kids shorter than a yardstick, Steve, are in full control of adults.
Unfortunately, you're absolutely right. There are a lot of parents who could use this. It is a great book with some real common sense. Parenting Your Powerful Child. Dr. Kevin, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Steve.